Hey traders from around the world, this is Jerremy Alexander Newsome with Real Life Trading. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. It is 11:26 Central Time, 12:26 Eastern. We don't have too much day trading action out there, and a lot of traders right now, Steven Jackson, Dean, a few others, are talking about the Santa Rally. And as you guys know, I've always been it's almost funny, I was about to say, I've always been a big believer in Santa. I've always been a big believer in the Santa Rally. Cover your kids' ears. I don't believe in Santa Claus, obviously, for obvious reasons. But anyway, I do believe in the Santa Rally, and I guess the reason that is simply because of the consumerism behind the Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas time frame in the stock market. And as often, as a lot of averages and calendars will show that October sometimes is a semi-bearish month, but when it's not, kind of towards the end of the month, we can get some really, really big moves. So you'll notice, and I'm just going to kind of give you guys the last few comparisons on the SPY in regards to a potential Santa Rally and the same time frame. So here is October into November. November calms down a little bit, and then December kind of pops. Is again kind of what I've been thinking, been kind of calling for. But regardless of whatever Santa Rally does occur, usually you get some type of semi-sharp retracement in November, and then some type of bullish continuation or thrust into December. But the Santa Rally for the last few years has been really, really predictable. And I'm going to call anything from October to the beginning of January of the year the Santa Rally. Going forward, pretty much as long as real life trading exists, which is going to exist for a long time, the Santa Rally, in my mind, will be during this time period, right? October, November, December. I'm always going to go in with a more than bullish sentiment because I'm always a perma bull. I think the markets are going to go higher, and they oftentimes will over a long period of time. They do that. But let's just go look at the last few years of some Santa Rally action. So here is 2014, so just a year ago, right? Had some pretty good sharp decline in October, and then here's the pop. October, coming all the way through November. Here's a sharp little decrease, and then again, some continuation, some rotation higher, and then another little pop forward. So again, in red, that's really the Santa Rally. And then you got this retracement. So any kind of retracement that you get, in my opinion, between October and December, any kind of pullbacks in the market, especially if they're sharp, fast, and quick, those are the ones to be buying, in my opinion. Any kind of those little pullbacks. So this is a little bit of a sharp pullback. I think we could get a little bit more potentially, and then a bounce. We don't have to. We really could just kind of continue to trade sideways in here a little bit and then pop up bullish. But let's go back again to kind of examine another Santa Rally. And again, these are really just my opinions about the time frame of Santa Rallies and when they occur. But this is 2013, and here's October on the SPY. So stock comes down October. We get a gorgeous, look at this buying candle right here. Look at this trapping, this gap and trap, this gap and go, whatever you want to call it. Nice black candle, a little bit of a lower shadow, and then the stock gaps up, pretty much opens above the high. That is a gap and go. That is a signal right there to be insanely bullish. And if you didn't get a chance to get in bullish that day, here's another bullish gap and go on the 16th of October. Where's the sharp retracement, you may ask? Here's the sharp retracement right there, and that's the buying opportunity. Even though it lasts just very, very small time frame, there's the buying opportunity. And again, that comes in November the 8th, which right now is November the 11th. So that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. So here's your October, a little bit of a decline, bounce, continuation, again, a little small decline, and a little bit of a move like that. So that is the October to January time frame, nice little bullish move. So that's 2013. Let's come over here to 2012 and 2012. So October, there's your bearish month for October. And then there's the bullish pop coming into November. Here's the sharp decline, right? That's the buyable decline. And again, there's your Santa Rally taking place in 2012. Then again, here is your 2011. I'm going to keep going back a little bit, but this is the time of the market where I think we're in. Something pretty similar to this is, again, here is the October bounce. Here is some consolidation and some pullbacks and some rest during November. We get some pop coming into December, maybe another little bit of retracement, and we continue a little bit higher. Again, that really, all of that is pure Santa Rally action to me, in which we did get retracements, but retracements are buyable. I'm going to keep going back here, folks. I'm going to go back to 2010. So 2010, October, a little bit of a decline in November, and then the bounce coming into the end of the year. You guys are starting to see some similarities here. Here is 2009 at this point. 2009, here is the decline, here is the bounce, here's the sharp retracement, and then there's the bounce as well. So right there, Santa Rally, buy the retracement in November. Back over here to 2009. Now 2009, probably about the only time, 2008, about the only time that we didn't really participate in a Santa Rally, because this is the time that the market's just absolutely getting demolished. But, crazy as it sounds, horrible bearish month in October, pullback, another drop in November, buy the bounce in November, and you got, honestly, on the SPY, about a 10% move from November to December in 2008 for a Santa Rally. So I'm just simply here to say I think that Santa Rallies are the thing. I like trading Santa Rallies. I'm always looking for the rally, and I'm always looking for the bullishness that could occur in October, buy the dips in November, and ride them through December, January. So any kind of pullback that we get on the SPY, more or less no matter how big it is, I'm just going to be looking to buy some of the pullbacks, and that can correlate to specific stocks as well. So here's Apple. A lot of people looking to trade Apple right now. Brian Bodie's in a 128 covered call, and I'm going to hide all my drawings here for the moment on Apple and just look at this little cute pattern. So here's this higher low, higher high. Stock comes back down, retests old resistance, new support. So there's the resistance, there's the support. And I'm going to wait for the end of the day on Apple. But if we end with, let's say a candle that looks a little bit like this. Here's your exponential moving averages. And we're kind of hanging out at the 50, right? I was going to see if we were going to close below the doji from yesterday. So my bearish entry was a close below 116. I'm going to look at it towards the end of the day. Bottom line is we end with a candle like this, and if we make a higher high and a higher low tomorrow, I'm going to be slightly bullish on Apple going forward into November, December. And ultimately, 128 is a target, along with 133 on Apple. Here's Amazon. Amazon just going bananas. This stock is wild. Had a beautiful bullish retest gap right there, right? White candle gapped up, retested, and then just went on its own. I have not been able to participate in a lot of this Amazon move from an after earnings in regard to a swing trade, because it really just didn't pull back quite as far as I wanted it to. I was hoping it would do something like this, but it just did not. Right, so if it didn't, I'm not going to trade it, at least for a swing trade. Now, day trading on Amazon's been fun. Did not do any day trading today on Amazon at all, because it's really very, very extended at this point. So if you're looking to trade Amazon, I would wait for a pullback and buy the bounce if you get the opportunity. Here's Google. Google right now, looking pretty interesting, aka Alphabet. This is Google with an L. And Google yesterday mentioned a nice little flag pattern, pulled into the 10 exponential moving average, and if it makes a higher high and a higher low, I'm bullish on Google. Google didn't move quite as fast as Amazon did. It gave us a little bit of a rest. Nice little pullback in here. Still pretty extended, but in my opinion, it did trade down to the 10. It did bounce off the 10, and I'm still bullish on Google after this beautiful breakout, this distribution phase, retest gap, and continuation on Google. Here's Facebook. Ticker symbol FB. Facebook looks very similar to Google. Again, pulled back into the 10 exponential. Here is your white candle, gapped up, bullish retest gap, because people who bought there are selling, and it got bought a little bit. Mark, I believe, got into a bull put spread on Facebook. I think it's the 103, 101. I know he sent me a Facebook message about it. Sent me a Facebook message on Facebook about Facebook. I forget the exact numbers, but I know he's in a bull put spread, and it's somewhere down here, and if Facebook continues higher, then it's going to be profitable for him. Higgins just told me that he entered a weekly bull put spread on Amazon. under 645. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put that in the notes. Just throwing that out there, folks. Anyone who's watching this real life stock review, if you ever want to send me a trade or a trading plan that you have on a particular stock, I'm happy to put you on the chart. That way other traders can learn as well from your particular strategy. Last but not least, let's check out Netflix. Here's ticker symbol NFLX, and I am bullish on Netflix. I like the look of Netflix. I'm kind of bullish to non-directional, if you will. Brian Shepard's got a put sale on this one. Stock traded up, broke through this little resistance level, kind of retested that resistance, got a beautiful buying candle yesterday, and is continuing up, made a little bit of a higher high and a higher low. We did get the opportunity to look at the 107-106 weekly bull put spread on Netflix for 15 cents. That's expiring this Friday. So pretty much as long as Netflix stays above 107, Troy and a few others will be making about 15% ROI in a few days. Not too shabby. So at this point, going to see if Netflix continues higher. Ultimate target on Netflix for me, I shouldn't say ultimate, but if it trades up into 126.09, I know Patricia and Stan have a few shares in Netflix. Trade up into here, might consider myself a covered call, let it trade sideways and do its thing. So looking a little bit more bullish overall on Netflix, kind of bullish to non-directional. Going to be interesting to kind of see what the market does, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for watching this real life stock review. Of course, I am grateful that today is Veterans Day. My sister, my sister Danielle is the most recent of my siblings or family who was in the armed services. She did 2 tours in Afghanistan. And just for anyone out there who is a veteran, thank you for your service. Myself and everyone here in the trading room and at Real Life Trading, we're grateful for what you did. I have a lot of traders who have served their time in the United States Armed Forces, and I just want to say to the families, to the wives, to the husbands who are able to support those individuals, those beautiful, beautiful souls who have fought for what they believed in. Thank you for everything that you guys do. You represent what real life trading is all about, to enrich lives and to continue to promote education and freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I absolutely appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. And until the next real life stock review, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. See ya.